trouble. That's why I know I don't want to talk no more.
But the man chill. He want to chill.
We got no in trouble with his old lady. No, I won't.
You're a liar.
How?
You're lying right now.
Bruh, I'm not lying, bruh.
Wow. You see, no, you do.
Bruh. I ain't getting nobody in trouble. I didn't send them emails. Nah. Moving on. Did anybody know anything about Jill Stein?
No, so she was quiet.
Y'all ain't never heard about Jill Stein?
No, she quiet.
You straight, man?
Oh,
word. But yeah, she want to legalize marijuana.
Gary
She
Johnson,
wants
so is
to raise
Clinton.
minimum wage to $15.75.
Yeah.
15.75.
Stein is.
Yeah.
I think like.
What is California? They minimum wage 25,
Yeah,
20,
20, I
22.
think.
Yeah, something
Cost of
like
living
that.
higher.
But that shit like $2 bands to get a little house. Nigga.
Yeah.
Like
It is.
Big money.
you want to live in Highlands in California? That bitch high.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. That's crazy, all this shit going on.
That's what
man.
my boy Gary Johnson talking about. He didn't know minimum wage. It's just gonna go with whatever the fuck the basis is around. Like my nigga, if it's
Property tax.
he going off property
Yeah.
tax.
Yeah.
That's what he talking about. He like, shoot, fuck minimum wage telling you that you're gonna get $7 because you're staying in South Carolina, or
Right.
you're gonna get 15 because you in California.
Right.
You're gonna get 15 because you in California. You're gonna get 15 because you in South Carolina,
Right.
because you gotta pay for your shit.
And
That's
plus,
how you live.
the cost of living is different everywhere anyway.
Exactly. That's
So,
what he talking about. He like,
yeah.
you need to do it from that.
I see
Let
what
the
you're
states run. That's what he pretty much on. He like, let the states run the states, and if we gotta step in, we will.
I got you. Okay.
You
I
feel
got
me?
I stepped out for him. Who we talking about?
Gary Johnson.
Oh, we jumped off Stein already?
We're talking about minimum wage.
We talking about them both. Talking about
Okay, but Jill Stein, I think she was a great candidate. If like when you got Trump and you got Clinton and you look at Stein, like to me, she like the Bernie Sanders of what we got going on. Like Bernie out in South Carolina, at least Bernie's out. He's all the way out of there. So
everywhere, ain't it?
nah, in certain states you can write in. Just in the state of South Carolina, you cannot write in for president. You can write
Let
in
me
for
ask you
other
this
things.
though: what's the likelihood of anyone besides Trump or Clinton being the next president?
In today's society,
I mean,
it's
right now,
open.
today.
It's
It's
wide
better
open.
than back in the day, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Today's society is wide open, bro.
It's a lot of kids voting.
Yeah,
True.
That's the difference nowadays. And kids like to research.
yeah.
True.
We ain't gotta go like this thing. I want everybody to understand is Trump and Clinton are not the only two that's running.
That's
And I say that to everybody I meet. They be like, "Man, I ain't voting. I'm gonna vote for Trump. He does. I ain't vote for
you
Clinton.
don't-
She that."
if you don't vote, you vote for Trump.
Long story short, because you already know
I saw
that.
something the other day that said he closing the gap on what it is right now, like on the polls and shit.
Percentage, like Clinton been
Percentage-wise,
walking off on him, but he is getting back closer
It's
to
like,
it.
what is it, like 47, 30 something, ain't it?
Nah, it was even closer than that last time I checked on CNN. It was more like it was a 2 or 3 point off, like a 48, 40.
47.
Yeah. It was like mad close to where it was at. I mean, it's scary. I mean, all I say is everybody got out there and vote. Make sure that you like do your research. Just don't go voting off because your mom, your pa, your cousin, even myself. Don't listen in here and say, "Oh, well, Rikki Tan, I fuck with Damn, so I'm gonna vote for Johnson because he said vote for Johnson." You got to do your research. And
I think I think the thing that's gonna hurt Trump the most too is he's gonna lose the minority vote. He's gonna lose the female vote.
He did that.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So,
can't say that though. I can't say about the female or the gay vote either.
I'm saying with the female with the whole shit about straight one.
Clinton.
Yeah,
Girls and
they're grabbing the pussy shit. And how he talking
But
crazy and shit.
I've seen people with like gays for Trump.
I feel
I ain't
you.
seen that nowhere.
I've seen it.
The
I can
people
bust
you
it out.
seen are voting for Trump. The rest of the community going with Clinton. I'm
Going
trying to
with
tell
Clinton.
you, B.
Yeah.
Them two people you seen probably got some money.
Yeah.
And that's why they vote. Anybody with money voting for Trump, they're trying to keep their
I'm gonna tell you some shit Trump
Because
did.
them taxes gonna flip. No lie.
Yeah.
They gonna flip.
Yeah.
I seen Trump pull Obama's stepbrother up.
Who?
Obama's
He did.
stepbrother. It had like
I see
Obama's stepbrother pulled up at the podium with the "Make America Great Again" cap on. He in his bag.
Probably getting
Trump is in
short.
his motherfucking bag. He like, "Oh, you gonna come, man? Here you go. Pull up here real quick with this shirt on and do what you gotta do." But I heard y'all speaking about Johnson. Anything else about Johnson other than the whole heart attack situation?
Shit funny. I'm pro any candidate that's pro marijuana. Y'all know me.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. But we telling everybody their research. I have a little research here. I actually seen what we're looking at here. I posted online as well. I actually seen this candidate guide before, and I ignored it. Because I was like, I didn't know if it was 100% matching and 100% real. But I took my time this week and went to each individual candidate's website and looked at their views, and this matches up 100%, believe it or not. So a couple things I just want to touch on that may mean something to us. If you see anything else on this list, guys, jump out there. Please speak up on it. But the main things that we're going to focus on is employment, Obamacare, college, legalizing weed, gun background checks, abortions, private prisons, big banks, and the death penalty. So because we all got the papers in front of us.
Starting off with college.
Colleges. Okay, so on this particular document that we're looking at, you got free higher ed, which is college, and student debt, which is people that already been in college. Donald Trump, he opposes free higher ed, and he opposes, for student debt, he says income-based cap. Anybody got any questions about what's on the Trump here? Everybody understand what we got right here?
Yeah.
So pretty much he's saying like you gonna pay for your college education one way or another. That's Trump's view on it. When it comes to income-based cap, I did a little research on what he meant by this. He's pretty much saying it's based off your income, what you have to pay back on your loans. So it's like if you make such and such, you got to pay X amount back on your loans. That's pretty much what Trump is saying about that. I mean, I don't see anything. I see something wrong with it, but at the same time, I can understand him wanting you to pay something back.
I ain't fucked up with that, but income-based cap, I don't like that.
Who?
Because you're going to get taxed on that.
Yeah, that's a problem.
They don't know your bills. They don't know your situation.
But you got to be truthful with it. The same way when people go like right now get government assistance, they say I made X, Y, and Z. So I think what Trump is trying to do is put it back in your hands. Like
off of that, how many people lie about their government assistance?
I'm not saying people don't lie. I'm just saying that's his idea of how to make it work.
All I'm hearing.
Yeah, introduce yourself because you done had someone slide up in here. Sorry, we didn't get you no good chair. Introduce yourself.
My name is Cleo. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter.
She
Lady
dropping
Rose,
plugs.
Lady Rose.
You rapping or something?
No.
You got an album dropping? Can I get a feature? Nah. What you were saying though about that?
But like with the free higher education, you have to think about it. White people, they pay for their children to go to school, so they don't have to worry about the income-based cap. They don't have to worry about free higher education. The ones that the income-based cap is going to affect are the ones who have to work to go to school, or their parents, or middle class, low class, and they pulling their taxes. They showing their information, say, okay, well, you got to pay this much back just to go here. And HBCUs, they aren't that high, and some of them are cheap, but still, and yet you have to think about it. How long is it going to take you to pay back what you already paid just to get you ahead of time?
Yeah.
You're going to be paying off till you 50, 60 years old, and then what you doing then? Right? You still working. You couldn't even retire. So he's not affecting, his people. He's not affecting the ones that's the top 1% or whoever he's trying to protect.
He was fed in the lower classes. I take out the student loans and things like that.
And it's going to limit like a bunch of students from going to the schools that they want to go to. Because they're going to be like, nigga, I can't really afford to go it out.
Yeah, exactly.
And on top of that, like what he's trying to implement, there's already laws to say like what is it, 2.5, stay alive. You have to keep a 2.5 in school.
Yeah.
But what about the ones that have to pay to go to school? They working. It's hard for them to work and go to school. They trying to get it, but there's so many things that's pushing them back and holding them down.
Plus, for that, you can be spending half your whole life paying back tuition. Mm-hmm. Paying back, you know what I mean? So
books,
yeah.
Yeah, $300 a book.
That's just ridiculous. That's just ridiculous.
Change your life, bro.
But then we got Clinton here who says for free higher ed for some, and for the student debt, she says adjust interest rates. What you guys think about that?
So she wants I was hearing, it's like she wants to make college free for some or less.
I think she want to make some colleges free, and I support that to an extent. Of Greenville Tech as a community college, it should be lesser or free. But when you go somewhere like USC or Clemson University, then you should pay to go there. That's what she's saying. So certain colleges would be
community and technical colleges
would technically be free. That's my standpoint. And when she said adjust interest rates, I did a little research on that. Like for example, you may owe only $10,000 back for college, but because you spread it out out of so many years of paying it back, you got to add that interest. So $10,000 to turn to $50,000 over a short period of time. What she's saying is adjust the interest rates lower for you pay actually the raw amount that you paid to go to school.
I got you. So my stance with this shit, man, I think they need to take some of the money out of the prison systems because they look like they make so much money every year off incarceration. You know what I'm saying? Like billions of dollars, man. I think it was like last year, like 3.1 billion. Imagine all that money that could have been going towards education. Or to
but
schools.
you understand, a lot of the prisons they're privately owned and not government.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So you can't take money. It's like the government coming to you and saying we taking this out of you and putting it back in the school, but you own that. It's Carter Institution.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
So that'd be kind of difficult to do. With Steen, Jill Steen, she said free higher education for all and cancel student debts.
I'm with it.
What y'all thinking about that?
It sound good. It's like gonna cost me a bunch of money.
Yeah, it do sound like taxes will go up to take care of that.
But I mean, I don't see for free higher education. I think you probably have to tweak that because that'll be taken away from the teachers and professors. How they gonna get paid? I mean, I don't want to take that away from them. They work as hard as they have. You know what I'm saying, to get where they at. So I don't want to take no paycheck for them, but I think they should tweak it though, because I mean, there's people out here that can't afford to go to school. They want to go to school.
So you leaning more toward Clinton when you say that, then? So some free education, not all. That what you leaning toward with that?
So.
Gotcha.
Shout out to all y'all with $50,000 in debt, but I ain't gonna have to pay for it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Bruh, I'm in that debt right now. This is my 2-year degree. Kick me over the fucking head.
That's why Trump feels the way he feels, because he doesn't want to pay for, some young black kid to go to school. They don't want black kids, competing for the same jobs as the white kids are.
You're right. I don't really want to make it a racial thing, but I mean, I get what you're saying, but I wouldn't say it's just 100% a racial type thing, because there's plenty of black Republicans that got that extra dollar, and they may feel the same way. Like, I just don't want to pay for somebody else's misfortune. Like when it come down to like government assistance and food stamps and Section 8 housing and stuff like that, I got certain feelings about that I feel like, it should be harder guidelines. And I'm not rich. I just don't want that shit coming out of my taxes.
People taking advantage of food stamps and Section 8
so
and shit.
That's what Trump come in at. I don't think y'all do that with college though.
I ain't paying that. That's all I was saying.
Yeah. So then we got Johnson down here at the end. He says he opposes free higher ed, and he gives you no help with student debt. So he's saying leave it the way that it is right now. Like, everything's sweet, leave that shit how it is, and he moving on.
Can't really argue with this.
So you can't, ain't nothing to really say about that. Moving on, full employment. Do you guys know what full employment means or what that is? From my understanding, Rick, you know what full employment is?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go ahead and tell him no.
Do you know what full employment is? Full employment is basically like everyone. If you're willing and able to work, if you're willing and able to work, you have to have a job.
You have to have a job.
And the government is like assisting you to get that job as well. That's what full employment is. If you can get your ass up every morning and you can walk, you can move, you can think for yourself, you gotta have a job. Trump says no support for full employment. Clinton has no support for full employment. Steen has support for it, and Johnson has no support for it. How y'all feel about think about full employment? Every person has to have a job if you're able to do it.
They all thinking about their friends. They all old, and they're like, look, we getting old, we can't work because we retired and some other shit. But actually, yeah, go to work, P.
I support it.
That's good. Cause
I 100% support.
In the long run, they made the economy thrive anyway.
Yeah.
As I just said, I ain't trying to pay for y'all niggas. So yes.
Yeah.
Full employment.
Honestly, I would like to see it happen, but at the same time, I can't force nobody to do nothing. And I'm not even going.
A man don't eat. I mean, he don't work. He don't eat.
That's it.
So
Yeah,
Well, I mean, you get the hell on.
that means you got to do something.
I think some of that shit too tie in to what we were saying about people take advantage of Section 8 and food stamps because they get this shit so long, they get complacent. Well, I ain't got to work because I got a check coming in there.
Yeah,
I ain't got to go get groceries because I know I got $300 a month on groceries I can spend already.
Right.
So get your ass up and work and get it.
Hold on. Now, when I say that, I don't mean that they need to get free support to do whatever.
So you saying you out there? If you don't work, you out there. That's what you saying.
I mean, whatever. If you choose not to work, whatever happens to you, happens to you.
Yeah,
that's what you choose. Like, I'm not gonna take nobody's choice away from them. Like, I'm not gonna force nothing.
No,
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna help nobody that's not trying to help
Yeah,
themselves.
yeah. You're right. Moving on from full employment, we got Obamacare. First off, does everybody in the room have health care?
Yeah.
Some type of health care?
Yeah.
Good. Do anyone have Obamacare?
You can't afford that, bro.
No.
You can't afford Obamacare? That's the point of Obamacare. Is for that's the point of it, though.
It is, but the reps don't flip it to where you gotta qualify for it. And if you don't qualify for it, you can't even talk to them niggas. Like, you feel me?
See, I haven't even tried to step in to get Obamacare. I haven't had a health insurance
You
through my
have to
employer.
qualify for it at first. So you got to go through.
But if you don't, my understanding, if you don't qualify, they do have other options for you. Though they help you get the other options.
Help you get it. They're just gonna tell you where it is. It's there.
You can go. So Obamacare, Trump repeals it. Clinton says continue it.